welcome you guys. Well, my name is Jacob, the Stash Tidwell. I've been in the company since November of 2014. I was part of the leadership acquisition group out of Los Angeles, and it's been just an amazing journey ever since the day that I caught the vision of what's going on with wealth generators. I started elevating my mindset, I started elevating my knowledge, and I stayed connected. These founders, this leadership team, everybody involved in this company knows exactly where we're headed, and we truly are accomplishing the mission of improving people's financial situation and giving them a roadmap, a GPS to their financial destiny, to their financial finish line, so they can have the correct, proper financial principles to get themselves and their families to the next level. Now, I want to start by saying, you guys, I didn't know anything about the market. I didn't know anything about trading stocks. I didn't know anything about Forex. I really didn't have my own personal financial situation on lock. When I got connected to this platform, this system, these tools, it was a major game changer for me, for my family, and then for my network as I spread this out to everybody. So I want to go through the information. We have a powerhouse lineup of trainers, but I want to give you a basis of what we're working on, kind of the tools in which we are, building upon, so that you know where we're headed with this training, with the powerhouse lineup that's going to come on and train afterwards. So I want to, first let you know that I decided at 35 years old, middle of my life, I had already had two careers, a career as a professional musician touring all around the globe, and a career in corporate America as well, working for UPS and then opening up restaurants, that I decided I wanted to live more, I wanted to earn more, and that was okay. I wanted more opportunity for myself, I wanted more time for myself and for my family. I'm a father of two amazing sons, and I wanted to see them walk into the world with basically a head start, with a lot of opportunity that wasn't limited and inhibited by a lack of finances. So when I found a platform where I could retire earlier and with more, where I could set them up with a brokerage account, where I could set them up with a business, it made absolute sense to me. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Wealth Generator. So I'm going to break into this information. This is very powerful. We have a lot of information to cover, so I'm going to go through it quickly. I'm going to speak quickly, so get your mental track shoes on, please, and be able to take notes quickly, and we will go over this with you guys. So Wealth Generators, you guys, just to let you know, we are out there helping people put their money to work for them, so they're not always working for money. Warren Buffett is the author of a quote that says, you either get your money working for you or you will work till the day that you die. Now, the power of compound interest is something that people have talked about for decades and decades and decades, and it's just coming to be that the average person can have that in their hands now, thanks to Wealth Generators and thanks to what our founders have put together. Now, I want you guys to understand that if you start reading concepts within wealth building, you're going to see a similarity, a common thread, a common core understanding that you need some principles within building wealth correctly that we have actually encompassed here in Wealth Generators, okay? So from Ryan Smith, Chad Miller, Annette Rayner, and Mario Romano, they put together what they had found over decades of experience and decades of success and millions of dollars of success, what they knew to be the correct tools and the correct platforms to building wealth correctly over time. The resumes and the track record and the experience of these four phenomenal individuals is off the charts, okay? If you're going to run with champions, you're going to have championship results, and that's what these leaders and these founders have put together for us in this platform. Now, moving forward with the tools, I want you to understand there's a couple of concepts that we have to do to build wealth correctly. We can't just go out and grow money, okay? Anybody can go out and make money. Not everybody can go out and multiply it. But before we do that, we must manage our expenses correctly. Then the concept comes that we can correctly grow our money and put our money to work for us, and then we can keep our money at the end of the day, okay? We have to create, accumulate, and preserve our capital. All right, these are concepts that you'll learn as you go through this journey that are life-changing as far as where you end up in your finances. Now, moving forward, Ross Jardine is our WG money expert. This gentleman has had a parallel career and phenomenal path on personal finances alongside with our founders, and it's remarkable to be connected with him. His book, The 30-Day Money Miracle, and his basics, his money basics, budgeting basics, and debt payoff plan has been life-changing for me and my family. My fiance and I sat down and we figured out how we could be out of our mortgage 66 payments faster, you guys, $18,000 saved in interest on the payments that we would have been making on our mortgage. So if being out of debt sounds like freedom, then you've got the right picture, okay? Because you cannot build wealth correctly while drowning in debt. As a great person that I work with out in Australia, Colin Winberg, says, you got to imagine you're filling up a bucket, okay, and that bucket is your wealth. Now, if you've got a gaping hole in the bottom, that's your debt. That's your money going out the back door as quick as it comes in the front door. You'll never fill up that bucket. So you must first close that gap. You must first, close the hole so that your bucket can now fill up. So now you have that mental picture. Now that you're seeing that, you can understand what we're doing with the find aspect of our company, okay? And that's what we're doing here with Ross Jardine. Now we've got the most cutting-edge tools as far as your personal finance management goes. If you've ever looked at hiring a PFM, a personal finance manager, these tools and these services cost thousands of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. You have it right here in the palm of your hand, not only on your laptop or PC, but also on your phone. Okay, where you're able to see exactly how you're spending, see where your money's going, and be able to budget correctly so that you not only can get out of debt, but as you know when your money's coming in, where it's going. You know, most people are spending so much money on fast food and other types of expenses that don't bring them any value. And once you see that visually via our apps and our tools, you can then start seeing where you have an extra $100, an extra $200, an extra $400 a month. I personally found that I could have an extra $400 a month based on not eating out as much because I'm using these tools now. That's powerful. What could you do with an extra $400 a month just by seeing that you don't need to go to In-N-Out or to to Olive Garden that many times? All right. So I understand I'm speaking very quickly. We have about a 20-minute gap here, and I just want to get to this information so you guys get the full impact of what's going on. So let's go to the most exciting category. Obviously, it's the grow category. Decades of experience is what we're dealing with here. If you're going to get ahead in the financial arena, you have to do it with people that have done it before you. Okay, so Wealth Generators has successful market experts with over 40 years experience trading the market successfully. Okay, we've traded equities, options, currencies, futures, commodities, while educating thousands of people on throughout their careers. They do the research. They manage the strategies and deliver a simple, concise alert via email or push notifications on your smartphone. Now, you've got to understand, I was the kind of guy that was intimidated by the stock market. I was intimidated by thinking about trading the market and just kind of getting an overall understanding of what the investor community does. You have to put that fear aside now because you're running with people that have done it before and they're actually holding your hand while you're doing it now. That is a beautiful concept. You can eliminate that fear, that anxiety, and know that you're doing it with people that have achieved a massive amount of success in the market for decades, for longer than a lot of us have been alive that are on this webinar. I mean, this is something that you should really take to heart. So putting your money to work for you, the best strategies that we have for your own personal wealth reside in a couple of markets. One is the foreign currency exchange called Forex, and the other one is our equities market, which is the stock market. Within the Forex market, we've got alerts, we've got live training pit rooms with experts like Zen Aldridge and Dave Bush and Dave Taggart. These are phenomenal real-time trading rooms that you can not only catch profits with them real time, but you can learn as they're going through their trade setups. And we've got innovative trade assistant tools that allow you to literally click one button and execute a trade on the stock market. This is phenomenal user and ease of use that anybody should be taking advantage of. We also have the equities market, which is the portfolio builder, and equities alerts, which allows you to take advantage of remarkable return on investments on the stock market. Now, what would be better than learning from somebody that knew what you wanted to learn as far as your finances go? What would be better? What would be better is if they could sit down and actually do it with you, right? Hold your hand, tell you what to press. If they buy, you buy. If they sell, you sell. Well, nothing better than teaching somebody what you're doing, if you're an expert, than actually letting them mirror you. You know, it's the apprentice concept. Mirror the market expert concept is where we have our experts actually execute a trade, bringing their expertise and their strategies to the individual, to the end user, and then you're able to literally copy and paste what they do. Now, we were doing this for a period of time where we were getting people involved and they were literally able to copy and paste our alerts and get the results of an expert. Well, what if you were at work, or what if you were asleep if you're trading on the Forex market, or what if you're playing with your kids, or whatever it may be, and you couldn't get to that alert? Well, what happened was we designed a way for our people to be connected on a more automated, hands-free style trading to where we could actually let people get the results real time without them having to punch in the numbers themselves. That became a game changer for us globally. Now, I was explaining on the live pip rooms that you actually can watch real time the market execution, the chart analysis, and see the strategies being placed by these experts. I have learned so much from these live pip rooms. It's been a total game changer, and I know basically our newest edition, Zen Aldridge, has had a very huge impact on the London pip rooms, and it's been just a blessing to be part of his trading rooms. Now, we have tools that are available here nationally, and we have tools that are available also internationally. Here nationally, we have a couple of tools that you're allowed to connect to the market and utilize market experts. Their real-time trades happening for you real-time. That would be the simplifier. Okay, it doesn't require you to be in front of the charts. It doesn't require you to get an alert. You literally can connect it, let it be hosted, and have those trades populated automatically on your behalf by the experts. And that's phenomenal too, because you can select your expert, you can select your risk, and you can move forward with the trades that are happening with those experts. We also have an automated software tool called the Accelerator that has come out that everybody is extremely excited about. And you maintain control of your account, yet you have these trades and these tools populating the activity automatically for you, okay? Again, enabling you to be busy with your life, your wife, your job, your dog, everything that you're involved in, your craft, your passion, while you have your money making money on the market, okay? Now, these are really cool because you never miss an alert. You never miss the opportunity to take advantage of the types of ROIs that our company is achieving. Internationally, we have a tool called the FX Multiplier 2.0, a remarkable tool with an insane track record. We have people from all, I'm talking about real estate moguls, financial advisors. We have all kinds of people from every corner of every industry, getting their hands on these types of numbers and these types of tools, and they're just floored by it, floored by the consistency, floored by the return, floored by, the platform itself. The track record, just to let you know, within the multiplier has had a remarkable no day that it has not shown a profit in the market for the last 24 months. I mean, that in itself should be getting your gears turning and understanding the dependability of what we're talking about and what we're using here. So with that in mind, you guys, on the equity platform, which is kind of our baby, it was our bread and butter when we first started, we've got strategies that flow between a portfolio builder, weekly options, monthly momentum, the SPX, and the S&P 500. Remarkable tools here. So our performance, it comes down to the numbers, right? The numbers tell the story. If you've ever heard that, it's absolutely true. So what we've got over here is that we've got the Accelerator that's been returning over a 4% average monthly return since May of 2016. We've got the Multiplier returning 27% return since April of 2016, and we've got a rolling 12-month 46% return on investment annually on our equities path. You guys, these are untouchable. Do your research. Look at money management firms. Look at hedge funds. Look at all these other mainstream options, and please look at what your bank's doing, which is absolutely nothing, and understand that we are beating the banks. We are beating the 401ks. We are beating the mutual funds, and we're doing it all with putting the power in your hands. All right. Now, with that in mind, we grow this capital, and we want to be able to keep it. You want to be able to, like I said, create, accumulate, and preserve. So you want to keep your capital. So Deductor enables you as a business owner to capture all your expenses, record everything that you do, from driving, from eating, from your cell phone usage, anything that is business related, and track those so you can now be in the lower tax bracket as far as your lower tax liability, therefore reducing what you have to give to Uncle Sam at the end of the year. All right, so Deductor helps you maximize your tax deductions, and basically as a as a home-based business, you're looking at paying the government a lot less, or even getting back a lot more. Okay, for myself personally, as somebody that was working a job when I first got introduced, I was able to get thousands of dollars back extra, true testimony on my tax return based on the amount of tax deductions legally I was able to claim on that tax year of my first year. Amazing. So with that in mind, please, you guys, understand that these tools are cutting edge, very simple to use, and very user-friendly, so that you're able to utilize them on a daily basis and elevate your financial situation. Now, with that in mind, you guys, we have to move on to saying that there's another opportunity for you to make money. I've shown you how to find more money, grow more money, and now keep your money with the most advanced tools led by our founders and leadership team within Wealth Generators. Now, if you have something that powerful, you're obviously going to want to share it. You're going to want to share that blessing. If somebody was sick and you had the cure, you would want to give them that cure. You would want to give them the medicine. We have the cure for financial illness. We have the cure for financial sickness, and I love that, and that's something that's going to empower thousands and thousands and probably millions of people over the next couple of years with our tools and services, and that is exactly why we will become a household name. Now, one thing that we found was, just like Robert Kiyosaki says, is that people get it. They know they need to invest. They know they need to do these things with their personal finances, yet they don't have knowledge, time, or the biggest one, money. So I love that our founders decided to take word of mouth and make it to where we could actually act as, almost a private franchising business model, to where we could go out and we could share this and develop another stream of income around blessing people with this platform. What is really great is that you have a membership here with Wealth Generators to stay plugged into our tools. You can take that membership and actually have it guaranteed every single month by sharing the platform with as little as 2 to 3 people. Okay, the average person shares the movie they watched, the burrito they ate, whatever it may be, with about 2 to 3 people. Imagine sharing a life-changing opportunity that actually impacts 10 out of 10 people. I'm not talking about a vitamin or a lotion or a wrap or anything like that that could or could not work for somebody or not, depending on their demographic or their age group or whatever it may be. I'm talking about something that impacts 10 out of 10 people. That's a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. So with the ability to go share with a few friends or family or people in your cold market, what have you, 2 to 3 people in your organization, you've now got clients coming to the company and you're being compensated to do so. All right? It's very simple. You're thinking to yourself, maybe, can I do this? Well, absolutely. Can you tell somebody that you had a good meal at a restaurant? Can you tell somebody that you watched a good movie? I mean, can you tell somebody that you found a way to grow your money on the market? Of course you can. And the reality is that most people will share this, and you will see phenomenal results because we are having phenomenal results with the company. Now, if you want to take that to the next level, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to obviously share it with a few people, teach them how to do the same thing. And this is what's remarkable. As opposed to any other business opportunity I've seen, this is a way for you to genuinely go about with as minimal as 8 to 12 people in your organization, 8 to 12 clients in your organization, you're able to bring in a $500 residual income. Now, that doesn't sound like you're breaking the bank, obviously, with $500 coming in month after month, if that's your only income. But think about this. $500 a month would have saved 60% of the foreclosures that happened last year in America. $500 a month is the average dollar amount lacking in a household that causes fights over finances, that causes divorces. I mean, these are powerful numbers and powerful statistics. I want you to understand that 75% of people live paycheck to paycheck. So what would you do with an extra $500 a month rolling into your household income? Now, also take that concept and say, what about those moms and those dads working 2 jobs and those students and those elderly people that are retired on a fixed income? That extra $500 a month could now be what the capital is that they use for investing on the market. As little as $500 a month going into an account compounded over time with the type of returns that we're doing. I challenge you to pull out a compound calculator and look at what that looks like. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially, millions of dollars potentially, based on the type of ROIs that we're doing over a 7, 8, 10-year period. And I don't say that to entice you, and I'm not saying that as a guarantee. Past performance does not guarantee future results, but you have to understand the power of what we have here. Tony Robbins states it very clearly in his book, Money Mastering the Game, that you're able to take even a $500 monthly investment into a very small return on investment and turn that into over $1 million in a certain amount of years. These types of statistics and number facts are within every wealth building book that you will ever read, and we encapsulated that here in Wealth Generators and made it possible for you to generate that out of nothing. Okay, be part of us, plug in, use the tools, share it, and then you can enjoy the rewards of growing this income as well. Now, it doesn't stop there. If you lead your team, you're able to get, obviously, through the compensation ranks, and you can earn anywhere from having your membership guaranteed to over $60,000 residual income monthly. Now, I don't say that to brag as far as the dollar amount, but I do have people in my local area that have been in the company as long as I have, since 2014, that are knocking on the door of this top ranks. So it's phenomenal to see that happening and be part of it and know that anybody has an equal opportunity genuinely in this company to take their income wherever they want to take it. No one can stop you from promoting yourself to where you want to be financially if you want to put in the work. Now, we also, it should be called Wealth Generous instead of Wealth Generators, because the company continues to offer more incentives. So through the ranks, you're offered things like an iPad or iWatch, a shopping spree. I mean, we're talking about MacBook Airs, founders trips, and a luxury car of choice. They want you to spend money on the things that are important, like investing and moving yourself forward financially, not on the luxuries. They want to give you those luxuries as you move forward in this company. So with that said, we have a qualified generator pack as well, which allows you that direct access, like our PIP rooms, one-on-one webinars, and the ability also to have weekly bonuses within our compensation plan. So I find myself looking at it like this. I'm able to profit daily on the market potentially. I'm able to potentially get weekly bonuses. I'm able to get potentially a monthly residual. Did I just say daily, weekly, and monthly potential to have income? That is ridiculous, you guys. So from there, I want you guys to understand we've got bonuses. If you go ahead with speed and you have people involved in your organization within 14 days, you can either qualify for a free GoPro camera to document your success and your testimonies, or you can actually have a $250 trade deposit in your account if you're international with our company. So the most important investment you can make is in yourself, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Warren Buffett quote. We actually have the tools and services that get people there pragmatically, that get people there correctly, that do it with the proper principles. It's not get rich quick. It's get rich for sure if you follow our system, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. We have the right system, the right products. It's the right opportunity with the right people, ladies and gentlemen. I love the fact that we say that because we did get it right. We have the right ethics, we have the right integrity, and the right transparency to really push into the future. So my name is Jacob Tidwell. Ness, if you're back on the line, I'll pass it back over to you.